What happened to Roman Atwood? He used to get a minimum of 2 million views on every single video, but now he can't even crack 500,000 views. This is the unfortunate decline of Roman Atwood. One of the reasons for lack of uploads is Roman Atwood had a stalker who tormented his family from 2019 through 2020. The stalker canceled their insurance on their car while they were driving.
They turn our insurance off to all our cars. We're driving with no insurance, don't even know it.
Got their phone numbers and left them death threats.
You know, there'd be texts like,
Oh, he was like a hacker
I'm
stalker?
gonna hang your family on cross, burn your houses down, and like scary stuff, man. And when you got kids, it's like there's no play with that.
And even hacked into their home security system. He called a bunch of their different bank accounts and online services and tried to change passwords and usernames just so they would get locked out of everything. Eventually, it got bad enough where the FBI got involved and told him he was no longer allowed to post on YouTube.
Yeah, we didn't quit YouTube. We were told to get off YouTube. Yeah, by the FBI. Yeah, this is legit.
Even when Roman Atwood's mom died, they had to have the FBI at her funeral because they were calling in bomb threats.
These stalkers bomb threaded a funeral.
To where literally we had to have like the FBI there.
Like the FBI is at the funeral because of these people. And this is like a fraction of what they're doing.
Not only did he ruin the family life, but he also ruined their financial life. So this was definitely a tough part for Roman, as he could not upload during the lockdown, which is when most YouTubers got a significant bump in views. The other problem for his YouTube channel was that he didn't let anybody know where he was going. He had to literally just disappear off the internet. He started missing uploads, and as viewers, we assumed he would just come back. Maybe it was a short break, maybe he missed a day, maybe something happened. A day turned into a few days turned into weeks, then months. And because he was not able to say anything at all, we assumed as viewers he just didn't care anymore. I remember specifically being a huge fan of Roman Atwood. I felt somewhat betrayed as a viewer, right? You're so used to watching this guy every day. It's like your favorite TV show, and then all of a sudden gone, no explanation. Once Roman came back from the stalker situation, he came back very strong, promising to have consistent uploads, to continue with the old ways and make things feel like the old Roman Atwood. As viewers, we assumed daily uploads or at least a few times a week, and for a little while this was exactly the case. It felt like the old vlogs were back, but then he started missing uploads. When he said he was going to be posting 3 times a week, it became 1 time a week, and then it was going to be every Monday, and then he started missing Mondays. And as a viewer, you just kind of get over it. As we know, consistency on YouTube is huge, especially when you have a fan base that has grown accustomed to you uploading videos every single day. However, if you look at somebody like Mr. Beast, we know that he doesn't upload more than once a month, sometimes even a little bit less than that. But the difference between Roman and Mr. Beast is that Roman Atwood's videos felt the same as they did in 2017 when he was uploading every single day. Not a lot of editing, simple video ideas, just picking up a camera and talking or showing his life. As a YouTube audience, you really begin to see when someone is putting in less effort. And for Roman Atwood, it really just was that his uploading schedule was super inconsistent and he always was breaking his promises. At this point, this is about 8 months ago, and Roman is still getting about 1 million views, or just under, between 800,000 and 1 million views. But in the last several months, things have gotten even worse. Roman continues to post infrequently with the same quality videos. As YouTube has progressed, it's very difficult to pick up a camera and talk for a few minutes, make a couple of cuts, and then post it and hope that you're going to get a ton of views. I think Roman's video ideas at this point are just a little too simple for the YouTube algorithm. The next major issue with Roman Atwood's YouTube channel was discussed on Impulsive, where he talks about how he built an audience of younger kids in 2017. And as a successful YouTuber, your channel needs to have consistent new flow of viewers, meaning that you either have to post the same exact content consistently, and as kids grow up and leave, you get a new group of kids that are just getting to the age where they like your content. Or like Logan Paul did, you need to kind of try and age up your content. And not to say that he didn't do this at all. He did create a podcast that would be more age appropriate for his new 20-something-year-old audience, and that channel is doing okay. but it still only averages about 500,000 views. And the same problem still exists on the podcast. Inconsistency, where he posts infrequently. So if he's going to fully jump over to the podcast, I think what he's going to have to do is come up with consistent upload schedules. And he also, quite frankly, needs to work on the format. I think it's a little bit basic. The questions are a little bit random. It seems like kind of a conversation that's being recorded that it's not quite as smooth with a lot of people. So I think the quality of guests needs to get better. And I think he really needs to focus on doing some research for who his guest is and kind of come up with some more creative questions. So how does Roman make a comeback? I think truly he could do it if he figures out the right format. I think he definitely, like I said, needs to increase the effort. If he's going to say he's going to post on these days, he needs to post on these days. I think he really needs to work on ideas, whether it's with podcast guests or with different vlogs. And I think if he does this, we'll see a revival. But he does talk about how he is disappointed with the views that he does get. So I assume he'd like to be doing a little bit better than he has. I guess we'll have to wait and see what he might decide to change. Good luck, Roman.